On a road trip for this one, an interconference game today, looking for the win. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. You take a look at Houston. Shoots the three. And Steph Curry gets the three. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. C-Webb, the guard matchup tonight. Plenty of firepower in both backcourts.
This is a guards league now. Maybe the greatest accumulation of guards of all time when you think about what guards and their impact is in this league. That's what fans love to see. That's what I love to see. Sharp shooting, creative passing, more than a few highlights. The Euro step, breaking ankles, speeding up, the shimmy. Give me all of it. I'll take it.
Let's do it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
And stolen by Cephalosha. Pass to Harris. Here's Collins. Outside for Curry. 5 to shoot. Here's Zeller. Back to Collins. Goes up again. The three. Curry's shot is off.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And Thompson launches it from deep. The long distance three is buried. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. To the left side wing. Pass to Cephalosha. Back to Collins. Three-pointer on the way. Bangs home the trifecta.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Thompson for the triple.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Now Curry. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Down low. Here's Collins. Outside for Curry. No good from outside.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
To Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
And the Nets with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. 6 to shoot. Curry with it. Picked up by Bagley. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Young. And he hits it to tie the game up. Young's got his first 2 points.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Curry outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Brooklyn.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Well, newsflash, the league has fallen hard for the three-point. Steph Curry, he breaks his own three-point shooting record year after year. No player epitomizes that more than Steph Curry, whether it's highlight-worthy heaves or setting records or winning titles. His long-range mastery has shifted the NBA landscape.
And here's Collins. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Outside Curry. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Thompson way outside. And another three for Houston.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
To the paint. Shot by Zeller, no good. Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 4.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
And the Nets miss again. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. .54 seconds left in the first quarter. Nets trail by 4. Inside. Here's Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 7 points in the game. Thompson outside. And stolen by Cephalosha. Lets the three fly. And it's Stephen Curry with a three.
That's a shot that Curry can make in his sleep. Amazing how smooth he is from distance.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Harris outside. .20 seconds left in the first. Curry with the bounce pass. 4 on the clock. From 15 feet away, the Rockets pull it in.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Rockets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
One thing I'll never forget about Thompson, that night he dropped 37 points in a single quarter. That shows you how explosive he is.
And finished off by Collins.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Houston on top, leading by a... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. See, we have a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, What are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in the shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they could throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through.
That is something else.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Left side, Curry. Again, the Nets for two.
I mean, look, the ball handling, the shot making, Curry just operating at a whole different level.
Here's Thompson. 19 points in the game. It's Allen, top of the key. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Siakam. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Nets. This one for three. Rebound collected by Snell.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Pass to Portis. Outside Curry. Now Portis. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Count that one. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Another miss by Curry. Rockets leading by 3. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings? The team.
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
Nets trailed by 6. And here is Curry. He's got 16. Over Thompson. And again, it's the Nets missing. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Out to the wing. Picked away. From deep three-point range. Pass to Snell. Now here's Thompson. Top of the key, Siakam. Here's Snell, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And great, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that. And
so here is Houston. Rockets leading by 8. The deep three from Thompson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Thompson's got 31 points. Up top, Curry. To the middle. Plumlee.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And the dunk by Robertson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Thompson way outside. The quick look, no good that time. Curry looking it over. Pass to Wiggins for 3. Rebound collected by Snell. The Nets making a switch here. Houston in the lead. Knocks it loose. Allen with it. To the inside. Out to Thompson. Thompson is double. Shot clock at 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Rockets now. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Thompson's got 34 points.
And you can tell Thompson knows his role. He's out there to score. He loves to stay aggressive.
And it's Houston with another.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I love the vision from Thompson. When you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
And yes, it's good. Reed's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Shooting for Houston.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Curry with it. 16 points for him. It's Reed, high post. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Rockets leading by 12.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times, I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
To the paint. Collins in the post. It's tipped.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game.
You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
On the wing, Cephalosha. Zeller up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Zeller. Pass to Cephalosha.
Third straight miss to start the half. But it's still early. No need to panic.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Curry. Pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. Back to Curry. On the way, Harris. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Webb, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
I mean, look, he's going end to end. There aren't many guys in this league who can stay matched up with Curry. He's too smart, too quick, too fast, too good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Zeller. Back to Curry. Curry with another miss.
The D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
And Thompson puts up a deep three. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Young with the steal. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Bounce pass, Young. Down low. Thompson. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Pass to Cephalosha. Collins wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Thompson launches it from deep. Kept alive by Houston. For the three. But they'll get another chance. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Tristan Thompson.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. With a look at the Rockets organization, Chris, one of the best-run teams people think in this league.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and then they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
And it's Felton with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Wiggins. Rebounded by Snell.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Thompson. From downtown. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Felton taking his time here. Back to Portis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reed. Down low. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-6 run. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
Brooklyn. Their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Raymond Felton hits them both. Houston leading by 22. Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Felton taking his time here. Back to Portis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reed. Down low. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on an 18-6 run. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it.
Here's Felton. Pass to Portis. Back to Felton. It could go. And so it's Houston. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Curry. Pass to Cephalosha. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And then as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. It's Young on the wing. Allen outside. And stolen by Cephalosha. Curry fires from way outside. It's Allen on the wing. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 21.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Cephalosha. See, Rab, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. You just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Pistons days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the group growth of the league overall.
Curry with another miss.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
I didn't see that pass coming. Zeller setting the table with precision. I mean, this is good work by the big fella.
At the top of the key, Curry. And the shot is good. Curry's got 27 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Timeout called, the Rockets.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Back to Curry. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Rebounded by McGee.
I don't know why he keeps shooting. Can anybody tell me nothing is falling for him? He's going to end the game on a bad note if he keeps this up.
Thompson outside. Young in the corner.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Curry outside. It's rebounded by Houston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Thompson with the bucket.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Outside Curry. to the middle. Here's Nunley. McGee with the block. They retain possession. The offensive rebound. Pass to Nunley. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Klay Thompson.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.